down on me on our show now for, I think, about a week, and we've been getting such great feedback. So congratulations on such an amazing single.
Thank you very much. Thank you for playing it, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So tell us a little bit about this track. How did this track come into being?
I think this starts with, I wrote this a long time ago, and when I was going through the corona, and then I was watching all the event on TV about the Black Lives Matter, that already bubbled in my mind. I thought, listen, I have this track that I wrote a long time ago, and it's a funny story because as you might understand, I grew up in Iraq, and Iraq, they have a class system based on the color of your skin. And I was considered white comparing to people in Iraq. And then I came to Australia, and I was walking on Sydney Street with a friend of mine who was blonde Australian. And the guys were screaming at me and her, and they were saying, "Why are you walking with a black girl?" And I was thinking, who's black? I'm not black. And then I went to New Zealand, and I dated a guy. And his mother, the first time she saw me, she said to him, "I can't believe you're letting a black person in your house." And he looked at me, and I looked at him. I said, "I'm not black. I'm olive skin." And then I went to America, and then I have a black, very good friend. And wherever we go out, they always come to me and say, "Why are you hanging out with a black girl?" And they go to her and say, "Why are you hanging out with a white girl?" I was like, people, make your own mind. What am I, black or white? So we were making fun of it, about how people react to the color of the skin. And that obviously came with a lot of things. So when the Black Lives Matter happened, that brought all these memories. And so I wrote the song, and I brought it back, and I called the recording studio, and I said, I want to make this song and bring it to life, because I wrote it a long time ago based on what was happening at that time. But I think it's a perfect time for it now. It's about time to do something about racism in any type, either it's black or white or gay or trans or Muslims or Jewish or any kind of discrimination. It's about time to make a song for equality, and that's how it comes about.
Definitely. It is a very, very important song. And was that something that really struck you when you were writing the track, just how important it was? And did that make it difficult to write, or did that make it easier to write?
No, because writing it all comes from the heart. I mean, as an artist, I'm sure you understand, you are just a big mirror reflect what you see in front of you and how you feel. So all this emotion was all bubbling inside me for years of discrimination. So seeing what was going on TV and hearing it on the news, and so it was very easy just to sit and write how you feel. And that's the artist's job, is saying everything and feeling everything and just putting it in words and writing it. So I don't think it was difficult to write, because the feeling was there and it's been bubbles for a long time ago. So I just have to put it on paper.
Definitely. Did you find it emotional to write? Because I know for myself, if I sit down and really pour my heart out onto the paper, I get a little bit emotional when I'm working on it. Did you find yourself getting emotional when you were writing and recording this track?
It's emotional, and also you have undertone of anger and frustration, which is what comes very clear in the song itself. Because when you deal with subjects like the discrimination and equality, there is always a layer of frustration that you lived with all your life. You learn how to deal with it, and you brush it all the time, but it doesn't go away. It just, you feel hurt every time. Every time you get discriminated under any circumstances, you feel the same type of pain. So when you go to the recording studio and you get in this box and you perform it, well, the magic will happen. It's like, even the person who was recording is like, "You did really well at this one." I said, well, I was just feeling it. I just let the emotion come up. And yes, I was very emotional. And I just try not to make it very angry, but at the same time showing the ironic side of it, because as example of all the gay, lesbian, and transgender and all these gender kind of things. When people, until now, they consider it as all about sexuality. I was like, I can't believe that people still, after all these years, consider all this as sexual behavior rather than it's people's nature. That's what they're born with. That's who they are. And if we could think about them differently, and that's not only about the gay, lesbian, and transgender, but also you're born with the same color that you have. You're born from the same religion. You're born from the same part. So it makes you feel very emotional when you want to sing that, because it's like, come on, it's been all these years and we're still going through the same thing. When this going to end? When we're going to change? And that makes you very emotional. It makes you very angry. And it comes in the lyrics and it comes in the song. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Now, what is your hope for the track going forward now? Do you want to do some live shows and perform the track live? Are you looking to record maybe an EP or an album in the future? What does the future hold for you now and also for this track?
Well, I have a very good email from United States that a film producer wanted to use the track on their film. And I said, I would be grateful and very happy that you do that. So I changed it to my manager to negotiate with them, which obviously we need to know the script and what the movie's about and see if it's suitable for the track. Now, this track is part of a musical I wrote about my life, and it's all the album, but it's also musicals, all film. I don't know if you know, I have a TV show on TV, which is on Channel 31 every Friday night, and I made a short film, well, it was 45 minutes, and I got nominated for the Best Director and the Best Performance. And that was about my life from the day I born until I ran away from Iraq. And the part 2 is basically I'm writing with a writer, a ghostwriter, is a musical. And my dream is, which going to be happening hopefully in the next year or two, is to write, I don't know if you've seen the movie Hedwig with the Angry Itch.
Yes.
Which was produced in 2001, I think, and was a musical but telling a story through music. And I always loved that. When I watched this film, I thought, what a clever way of going through all this emotion through song to tell someone's life. So I am working on a lots of tracks now. I just finished a track called You'll Never Understand, which is a conversation between me and my dad when I decided to leave home because, you know, all the conflict, which I think a lot of people are going to relate to it too, because I'm not the only one that have a problem through generation and try to express. And then there's a beautiful, powerful song just finished now. It's called Oh Daddy, which is me talking to my dead body in the grave. And what I was asking, I said, all what I wanted from you is love that you never showed me. And that's just finished now. So all these songs, it's going to come in a story that will be a film. And hopefully my dream is to become a musical. And who knows, maybe one day I will take it to Broadway and tour it all around the world. So there's a lots of dreams and there's a lots of plans, and it's all working step by step. As you may understand, is I don't have a lot of budget, so I work with what I have, and I have a lot of people believe in me and help me, and we're building step by step. It's a slow steps, but it's a solid steps. As for performing the track live, I would love to be doing that. I'm talking to my manager. I'm talking to the studio, and the studio he said, yes, but hold on, because we need the other songs to be ready, because we want to make a big opening for performing the whole thing together. So that's coming on the pipeline. So I hope people, as they like this, they would like what is coming on the way too.
Awesome. Well, we cannot wait to see where this all ends up in the future for you. But for now, we are going to play Down on Me again on our show right now. So what would you like to say to everybody out there before they take another listen to this amazing track?
I just want to say thank you very much for your interview, and thank you very much for everyone giving me the time to listen to the track. And I really hope that I could reach to anyone heart and conscience and soul, and make them think before they try to judge anybody else, and use their understanding that this is another human being just like you. Forget how they looked, forget the religion, forget where they're from, and just treat them as equal as how you treat yourself. Because in the end of the day, we're all human. We all share. We all want to be loved, want to be respected, want to be appreciated, and want to be living our life to give our best to everybody. So hopefully this track will make them think and make them feel. And before they try to judge or discriminate in the future, they will think of this song and say, hold on, I don't want to be this person. Let's not judge these people and treat them equally. That's the message. And that's what I hope, and that's what I'm asking everybody else. It's like on my show, I always end the show and I say, more kindness, more respect, more understanding. It will make the world a better place to live for me, for you, for everybody. So I will leave it with this message all the time.